Many people say, save money, save more, save for the future. But my grandmother once told me something strange. She said, never spend your whole life just saving money. When I first heard that, I was confused. Why would someone say that? Then, one day she told me her story. When my grandmother was a little girl, she lived with her parents in a tiny house. Whenever it rained heavily, water slowly entered the house. The walls were weak. The roof leaked. Life was full of struggles. But here is the surprising fact. They were not poor. Her father was actually a bank officer. He had a respected job and a good salary. But there was one problem. He was obsessed with saving money. No matter how much he earned, he always wanted more and more. He rarely spent money on the family, nor for his wife, nor for his children. If anyone shared their problems with him, he would get angry. So the family slowly learned to stay silent. They ate whatever food was available in the house. They never asked for anything. They never complained. Every evening, her father returned from work. He didn't talk to anyone. He didn't laugh. He didn't sit with his family. He simply came home, ate quietly, and went to sleep. Day after day, year after year, he kept saving money because he had one dream: to buy a big piece of land someday. But this silent life deeply affected my grandmother. She watched her mother live without happiness. She saw a house full of people, yet full of silence. And one day, she made a promise to herself. She decided she would study hard. She would build a life where money would never control happiness. Years passed. My grandmother worked hard in school. Eventually, she became a teacher. She started earning her own money, and the first thing she did was to take care of her mother. She bought a comfortable house. She bought a car so her mother could travel peacefully. For the first time in many years, her mother finally smiled. Meanwhile, her father was still chasing money, still saving, still waiting for the perfect moment to buy that land. Years passed. Finally, one day he felt ready. He went to the landowner and said, I have saved enough. I want to buy that land. But the landowner replied, sorry, the price of the land has doubled. All those years of saving were not enough anymore. But here comes the twist. My grandmother had already bought that land, and she gifted it to her mother. That day she told me something I will never forget. She said, money is important, but don't spend your entire life chasing it. Because if you keep running after money forever, you might lose the very people you wanted to build that life for. So remember this: don't just run for money, run for peace, run for happiness, run for a life worth living. Because in the end, money should serve your life, not control it.